What's up, guys? This is SuperPet98. I thought it'd be cool if I showed you guys my SHAQ collection. I've become a big fan of SHAQ over the years, and I actually have a lot of cool SHAQ stuff, like memorabilia and cool stuff like that. And yes, back in the day, in the early 2010s, I was a big fan of Soda SHAQ. I used to always call it SHAQ Soda, even though that's not technically what it's called. And I saved these from back in the early 2010s. Because I always tried to pick out the faces I always liked. Like these two are the same flavors, but he makes a different face on both of them, so I saved both of them. I was such a huge fan of the soda. I used to drink it like every day, and after it got discontinued after like 2 years, I was so pissed off. I loved it. It was delicious. It's the best endorsement he's ever made. Is that I actually really like SHAQ way better as an entertainer than just a athlete. I thought that SHAQ had so much potential to make more movies and do more things and other stuff that isn't about sports. I think he was a little too obsessed with becoming a legendary basketball player.
I'm going to do my Shaquille O'Neal impression for the rest of the remaining of the video. This is my Soda SHAQ hat. Pretty badass. Look at that smile, look at that mug. Ding! This is an exclusive. This is rare. I don't wear it because it don't fit my head. But, like I say, to all my SHAQ fans out there, I'm thinking about you.
Pretty cool, huh? It's pretty rare hat now. I'm actually a fan of SHAQ as a rapper. I think he was a great rapper, and I really think that he didn't get the recognition he deserved as a rapper. You go back and listen to those early rap songs, and he was pretty great. I recommend getting this CD, The Best of SHAQ. I love the scratchy look it has, because this has all of his best songs, but I always wanted to get all of his albums. I think he had 4 of them. The other CDs, if I can recall correctly, they're extremely rare, and it cost a lot of money to buy the actual albums. So that's why I recommend to get this.
The best of Shaquille O'Neal. You know I'm the best rapper alive. Better than Vanilla Ice.
Kazam. Yeah, that's right. I got Kazam on DVD.
Ha 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 ha. I am Kazam.
I wish there was a Kazam too. I think it's a great movie.
Shaq Fu.
So I recently got to play Shaq Fu for the first time, and here I bought the full box for the Sega Genesis version. I'm pretty pissed off at all these people for so fucking long on the internet saying that Shaq Fu is the worst fighting game ever made. It definitely is not. I think when you play it on easy mode, it's a good game and it's fun. And 2-player mode's fun. When you play it on normal, you get your ass kicked and it sucks. So just don't play it on normal, just play it on easy. And then it's a good game. I haven't got to play the sequel to Shaq Fu on the Switch, but I'm just so pissed off at people for... Have you guys ever played Criticom for the frickin' Sega Saturn? That game is terrible. That's a worse fighting game than Shaq Fu. Or what about Fight for Life for the Atari Jaguar? Isn't that worse than Shaq Fu? Give me a fucking break. Shaq Fu is not the worst fighter ever made. It really is not. And it's awesome. But you know what's confusing? Shaq made a rap album called Shaq Fu, which I think came out before the game, but both the album and the game have nothing to do with each other. So it makes it a little confusing. But one thing I would say about this cover is that I wish Shaq was wearing the costume he was wearing in the video game. He wore like a blue jersey, and that would have been cool if he was dressed as the way he was in the game on the front cover. Would have been cool if there were other actors dressed in the other Shaq Fu characters behind him on the cover. What's really cool about Shaq Fu is that it introduces a lot of new characters. There's like 2 chicks in there that are pretty cool. There's like the old master that you have to defeat. There's like a mummy in there. There's like a green goblin-looking fighter. It could have been like the cover of Mortal Kombat, where you can have actors and actresses dressed up as the costumes they had for the digitized characters in the game. On the front cover, at least. That would have been a lot cooler. And this is what I'm talking about. If Shaq was more focused on his entertainment, on his career as an entertainer, then we could have gotten Shaq Fu 2, 3, and 4 that could have been improved. And Shaq Fu 2, like I know it's out for the Switch, right? But think about it. Like Shaq Fu 2, what if it came out back then? It could have been like Street Fighter 2, where it could have been way better than the first game. I mean, he was just getting started with his video game career, and then he just completely gave it up. So that pisses me off that happened. This is definitely a good game. And graphically, it's very impressive. The stages, just the fighting moves too. It's actually a pretty unique fighter. The only complaint I'd give it is the normal mode, which is too hard. And the other complaint I'd give the game, the music is, I think, pretty bad. It's okay, but it's so dull. I got the manual in there, the cartridge. Then I got Uncle Drew. I think this is the last movie Shaq was in so far. He played like an old karate master in it, if I can recall. It's been a while since I saw this. Great movie. Great movie. Check it out. It's definitely one of the greatest of the 2010s. See, there he is. You know, in the credits for this film where they're all joking around, what I don't like is that Shaq said,
"Oh, so much better than Kazam, huh?"
oh, he's like,
"I've come a long way since Kazam, huh?"
it just bothers me that he said that because that's him like responding to the critics. Because Kazam is not bad. So it just kind of annoys me that he says this. Kazam is not a bad movie, so it's like, why would you say that? Anyway, guys, this is my SHAQ collection. I hope you guys like what I have. I think it's pretty badass. Rest in peace to Soda Shack. I really wish it was still around. And I don't know why he didn't
bring it back from the dead. Because he brought Shaq Fu back from the dead, so why not Soda Shack? What the fuck? Anyway, please like and subscribe. My name is SuperPat98, and thank you all for watching Superman SuperPat98. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, otherwise I'm gonna punch you in your goddamn face.